Hey, what's going on, guys? Thomas Ewing, your favorite internet trainer and coach. And today what I'm going to talk about is why sitting causes back pain. So a lot of people have low back pain, and those people tend to have sitting jobs. So in this video, I'm going to show you why sitting causes back pain. Alright guys, so let me explain what's going on here. The problem that is key to understand is that muscles will stay in a position if left there for a long time. So that's key to remember. A muscle will stay in a position, or will tend to stay in a position, if it's left there for a long time. And here's why sitting and people who sit down all the time have low back pain. Let's look at the posture of somebody who's sitting down. So what I've done here is I've drawn a person sitting down, and they've got the normal hunching of the shoulders and the forward head of they're doing this on the keyboard, okay, which is terrible. And what I've done is I've pointed to the problem areas, okay? I pointed to the upper back, which is rounded forward, okay? But really, the main issue is where I'm pointing at here. And where I'm pointing at is the hip flexors and the quads. What happens is when you sit down all the time and you're in that seated position, the hip flexors and the quads stay tight. They stay short. What happens is I drew two different postures. The one here, this is a normal person. This is how you should stand right here. What I drew is I drew a basin around the hips. The idea is that imagine your hips were a bucket of water. And what happens is if you've got good posture, the water doesn't spill out of the front or the back of the basin. But here what I've done is I've drawn somebody with the posture who has back pain. And what we've got here is, you can see instead of the basin being nice and level, what happens is actually the water will spill out of the front of the basin, okay? This is called the lordotic posture or lordosis. And lordosis is characterized by extreme lumbar curvature. Long story short is that the reason why your low back hurts really bad is because the muscles in the front of your thighs, your hip flexors and your quads are short, and when you try to stand up nice and tall, you get into this lordotic posture. Imagine your spine is like a spring, and instead of pressing your spring nice and evenly down, what happens is you only press on the side of the spring. What happens if you just press on the side of a spring? It's going to shoot in the opposite direction. Well, that's what's happening to your lumbar spine here, okay? Your vertebrae are shooting forward, and that's obviously not beneficial for your back, and it's making your back hurt. So, in review, it's because you're sitting down all the time. Hip flexors and quads are tight, okay? You've got lordotic posture, extreme lumbar curvature, okay? So, that's how that goes. Let me wrap it up for you. Alright, this is another important point that I want to make sure is clear. Your back pain that you're feeling is a symptom, not a root cause, okay? The problem is not always that your back has an issue. Your back is experiencing a symptom, which is pain, and the root cause is actually hip flexor and quad tightness. So I want to make sure that's clear. It's an upstream, downstream approach. The idea is that where you feel the pain is not the true problem. There's a problem either upstream or downstream, and you're feeling the symptom of the pain in the middle, which in this case is your lower back. So important to note that. Alright guys, time to wrap it up and put a bow on it. So in review, sitting causes hip flexor and quad tightness, okay? That tightness causes lordosis, and your lordosis causes the back pain. So, A, B, and C. If you're interested in how to fix it, check out my video. I just did it. You can find the video right here on one stretch. It's going to fix it for you. And if you want to learn more, then read the book Becoming a Supple Leopard by Kelly Starrett. It's a fantastic book. I highly recommend it. I know physical therapists who also read the book. So if you want to know as much as they do, then read the book, okay? Find it in the link below if you want to purchase it. If you want to comment on the video, comment on it. I love reading your comments. They bring me pleasure and fun. Like the video if you liked it and you got something from it. Subscribe to the video if you want to see more. Share the video if you know somebody's in pain. And message me if you want to talk to me personally. I hope you had a good one. I will talk to you next time.